Hello everyone. After watching some of Cool Duder's, sorry I can't pronounce it fast, a couple of his videos, two of them his favorite science fiction films and his most recent DVD buys. There was one movie that he bought on Blu-ray and was on his science fiction video, and I was like, oh sweet, someone else who likes that movie. After seeing those two videos, I just had to do a review on this, so my first review is going to be on this movie. Sci-fi horror film that came out in 1997. Wasn't very well received. I do know a lot of people, I think more people liked it than hated it. A lot of people, my buddies at JoBlo.com, I know about 95% of them love this film. And that, of course, was Event Horizon, directed by Paul W.S. Anderson, the guy who brought us Resident Evil, Alien vs. Predator, Death Race, and more famous for Mortal Kombat than anything. After seeing this on that guy's videos, I had to do it. I was more intrigued by this because I love science fiction more than horror. I love anything to do with future or space or anything like that. His crew led by Lawrence Fishburne. I meant to put that. Lawrence Fishburne. Him and his crew with the ship's designer, Sam Neill, who is always a pleasure to watch. Get a distress call from that ship, entitled Event Horizon, which went missing 7 years earlier, and they want to know what's going on, and from the crew aboard the ship to see what they have to say or where they've been. And when they get there, it's basically a ghost ship. Nobody there. I never thought about it until Cool Duder said it in his video, ghost story. I never thought of it as a ghost story. I thought of it more of a something from another dimension. Kind of, well, it is bad, but more that than I did a ghost story like Session 9 or The Shining, for example. It's a creepy movie. Creeped me out. To me, it is one of the most goriest movies I've ever seen, and you might all laugh because I have seen. It is funny because there's like Freddy vs. Jason, which is buckets of blood and shit like that. But there's just something. I think it was that 20-second scene, and I think you all know what scene I'm talking about, that we saw and we were like literally like, what the fuck was that? A little. Hopefully I'm not giving it away too many spoilers because this is a 12-year-old film, but I will say spoilers. That 20-second scene is what you see what happens to the last crew. And from the time I saw it, I was 16 when I saw it in the movie theater. I always thought it looked like they were fucking and eating each other at the same time. And to find out with this that came out in 2006, I went directly to the making of, and when they talked about that scene, a lot of us were half right when we said that. They literally were fucking each other to death. I think that 20 seconds was like the goriest I've ever seen, and like I gave an example of Freddy vs. Jason, like the main fight. You look at that is nasty gory, but I mean, what was in here? That 20 seconds, that's what you saw in Freddy vs. Jason or anything else, even Cannibal Holocaust. That's nothing to what that 20 seconds shown, and I was fucked up from that. Everybody says it would have been better if they would have showed the entire thing, but I said that would have ruined the movie, because if you only got glimpses, but enough glimpses to know that there was some weird fucking shit happening. What else can I say? The cast was really good. Lawrence Fishburne, who's very good to watch, who just recently took over the role in CSI Vegas. I unfortunately won't watch that because William Peterson will always be gruesome. Moving on. I really wanted to watch this movie because I have been a fan of Sam Neill since I was 9, after watching Hunt for Red October. And ironically, he is in what is the last greatest film of my childhood, which of course came out June of 1993, and that was Spielberg's Jurassic Park. Don't really know too much of the cast. I know Jolie Richardson. She was pretty cool. I gotta remind myself to take that English class. She was really good as like the strong kind of female character, which you do get in a lot of these sci-fi horror films. Good example, Alien. Great musical score. Not only do you have Orbital, but you have the late great Michael Kamen, excuse me, who most of us know did the score for like Brazil, the Die Hards, 1, 2, and 3, all 4 Lethal Weapons, even Highlander. Highlander, I think to me, he's more famous for that because he worked with Queen. What those two did together was perfect. This, out of all of Paul Anderson's films, is my favorite. I think the guy gets too much flack for a lot of what he does, because most of the time, a lot of the stuff he does is entertaining. This was entertaining. Mortal Kombat, Resident Evil, which that and 28 Days Later made me a zombie movie fan, because I never was. Alien vs. Predator, which, you know what can you do with that if you have to go PG? How are you gonna do it? You get him to do it. Though the unrated cut is better. And I like Death Race, but this was the one that did it. If you haven't seen it, I very much recommend it. If you notice, I don't really try to give away too much of the plot, because I really hate spoiling, like saying every little single detail, just tell you how I felt about the movie. Like the little 20-second scene I was talking about, that's like the big thing I told you about. I won't tell you about anything else. But it's a great movie. I rebought this from VHS to this. I didn't get the regular DVD because I knew a special edition would come out, and I'd probably get it on Blu-ray because I think this will be awesome on Blu-ray. Okay, that's about it. Don't know what I'll do for my next review. Actually, I want to take some suggestions from you guys. What should I do next? Another review, another show of my collection, tour of my room, show you my video game collection, which isn't that big. But just anything you want to see, just let me know and I'll try to do it for you. Okay, I'll see you next time.